Hi guys, Miss Bishop here. I'm going to walk you through today's activity. It deals with rope climbing. I love this activity because I love doing things in the gym like rope climbing, so I'm so excited for taking this with you. Okay, so for this activity, it really deals with comparing different fractions. So if you see over here, you have a rope climbing chart. You have several different students. So you have Gia, Jason, Jim, Rachel, Russ, and Sandy. Now, they all climbed a different fraction of the rope. So they had the same hole, which was the rope. All their rope was the same length, but they all climbed to a different height. Okay, that's where all the different fractions are coming from. So you have several different parts that you're going to need to solve for this activity. So the first part, they want to know who climbed a greater part of the rope, Gia or Jim. Okay, and they said use benchmark fractions. This is a term that you need to be familiar with. Okay, these kind of fractions are the common fractions that we can use to measure or judge a distance against. So if you're comparing two people's climbing fraction, then you are going to think of, are they closer to a half? Are they closer to 1/4, 1/3? And that's going to help you determine who climbed farther up the rope, okay? Now, right here on part B, it says who climbed a greater part of the rope. You answer that up here. And it says you may use a number line to compare. So you might want to draw you out some number lines and split it up accordingly. Okay? And then part C says who climbed a greater part of the rope, Rachel or Russ, and you have to justify. Now let's look at our fractions over here. If you've already noticed, our denominators are different. Okay, we have some sixths, we have some thirds, and we have a half. Okay, so your job is going to be to determine which one is going to be larger based on the question they're asking you. Okay, so I'm not going to give you the answer, but let's look at, say, Rachel and Jason. Okay, so Jason climbed a half of the rope. Rachel climbed 2/3. Now, this is where you understanding benchmark fractions is going to come in handy. Because if you're thinking of running a race, okay, so if you ran half of a mile and your friend ran 2/3 of a mile, you're obviously going to want to determine who ran more, okay, because we're all competitive. Now, if my denominators are different, you're going to have to think which one is closer to one whole. Okay, you're going to have to think which benchmark fraction that is closer to. I'll give you a hint. We have this thing called cross multiplication that could help you solve this problem. So if I use 1/2 and 2/3 and I cross multiply or put those on a number line, I am going to very easily see that 2/3 is larger than 1/2. Because 2/3 is closer to one whole, okay? So you could do, again, cross multiplication, number line, any of those methods that you want to use, draw a model, anything that's going to help you visualize and see which one is greater and which one is less. All right, so if you have any questions about this, please feel free to contact your math teachers and we will help you through it. Bye, guys.